the month of March I really wanted to have a blue theme and base it around a nice washi tape I recently got from Journalsay. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video I am setting up my bullet journal for March in a blue starry night theme. I'm starting with my calendar page as usual. I don't do cover pages because I mainly see my calendar spread as a cover page of sorts. I'm drawing in my calendar grid with my ruler and Pigma Micron PN. I like to do the line broken up and dotted sometimes so it's not a too harsh line. To me it looks more interesting that way. Here I'm doing the header, which I penciled in beforehand. I've used the pale grey Pentel brush sign pen. At first I wasn't sure if I liked it that light, but in the end I actually enjoy how it looks. I'm removing the pencil marks underneath, kneadable eraser. This eraser is from Faber-Castell and the cool thing about it is that it doesn't leave any crumbs. Now I'm adding the second line highlights. The bright turquoise one is the Tombow brush pen 403 and the lighter one is the 491. Now adding in the day numbers, and that's it for the structure. That means it's time for decorating. This thick washi tape inspired the whole theme. I love the nuances of blue and the textured look, but the silver star foiling really sold it for me. I love gold foilings, but a silver foiled tape isn't that common, I think. I've covered the edges on the top and the bottom length and tore up the edges of the tape. I think except for the silver and blue solid tapes, which are from MT, everything else is from Journalsay, including these silver letter stickers. If you watched my last video, which was the February setup, which you should watch because it's pretty cute if I say so myself, there you've seen me use these and the fitting star stickers in the gold everywhere, and this time I've used the silver set and I love them both. They are a tiny bit 3D, not too much though, because with 3D stickers you might have a problem writing on the other side, but not with these and the 160 GSM paper of this Notebook Therapy notebook. Ah, and of course my favorites, the blue blobs. They are perfect for backgrounds to give a pop of color on the page. On the top I've put down this PET tape with hanging stars. Not sure if you can see it, but it's not only white but also holographic, so when you look at it from different angles it has a nice rainbow sheen. Then I added these clouds, which I thought fit perfectly. They are on a PET roll, which luckily they are kiss cuts, so I can just peel them off and don't need to cut them out individually. They are a bit transparent, so it doesn't show up too strong when I put them over the dark washi tape, but I think that's fine. Now coming to the stars part. I love it sparkly and these star stickers are perfect for that. They are silver and holographic. I plumped them down in different spots but didn't completely fill it up because I wanted to leave some space for these star stickers I mentioned earlier. That's it for the calendar spread and I'm really happy with the outcome. The next spread will have my March dashboard on the left page and my health page on the right. Using my brush sign pen for the headers again. Not really sure what this font is called, but I whipped it up from memory. Back in the day when I was still tattooing, this was the go-to font when it wasn't the over-the-top brush lettering. I'm just putting in all these boxes, which are the exact same as last month. The layouts from February worked out really well for me, so I didn't change it up for March. Why fix it if it works, right? On the left page, my dashboard, or overview, how I called it here because of spacing reasons, has 2 boxes. The left box will be for all of my tasks, action steps, project tasks, everything. On the right, this will be my art-related list. It worked quite well for me to not separate them, and I actually accomplished way more last month because of this, which is the ultimate goal for this layout and this planner itself. To help me be productive and navigate my daily life with ADHD and its problems. Writing down every little thing helps me not get overwhelmed and be totally scattered all the time. I think a lot of people can relate that having a planning system, no matter how it looks like, can be a lifesaver. Anyways, here I'm finishing up with these boxes and moving on to the decorations. I'm doing the same thing as on the previous spread, but these thin washi tapes are new, I think, and putting these even thinner glittery tapes on top of it. On the right, on my health page, there I have a big box for my movements and 3 little boxes for my weight, vitamins, and some tasks. But I explained this spread in more detail in my February setup video, so if you're interested, you could just watch this video. Finishing it off with some stars and a cloud. Now, moving on to the next page, this will be my first weekly layout for March. I usually use 2 spreads, so 4 pages for 1 week. Sometimes more when I use Dutch doors, but for March I didn't do any Dutch doors. The first page is always my weekly dashboard, where I have an overview of the week for any important events or appointments, a box for habit tracking, and a space for my tasks. The following 3 pages are my dailies, which I change up a bit in all of the 4 weeks to make it a bit more interesting. The first page always stays the same because it works for me quite well. Of course, I second line highlight everything and decorate in a similar manner as the pages before. Adding stars and sparkles to finish it off. Like I said, the next spread will be the rest of my dailies. I had 3 on the page before, so on this there only have to be 4 boxes. I like to stagger them like this to make it a bit more interesting for the eye, and that also means I can put some stickers and decoration in the empty spaces around the boxes. Making a page look interesting and pretty to look at makes me want to use my bullet journal even more. I've tried the minimal look many times and I get the appeal of it, but it always ended up in me abandoning my planner altogether because I got bored of it. Not only using it, but also setting these pretty pages up really motivates me to work in this book and keep me organized while looking at something nice. It's a win-win for me. I'm having fun decorating my notebook and using all my cute stationery I have and play with my creativity and be on top of my goals and chores at the same time. I call it pretty productivity. Anyways, this was the last spread for this video. I've only filmed 1 weekly setup, but also included the rest of the weeklies and my flip through that's coming up right now. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe for more bullet journal related content. I'm just happy for you being here and watching till the end, and of course would love to see you again. Have a nice day wherever you are, and goodbye!